Thank you for joining me, ESTRA, from Seattle, Washington, USA. This is your car accident channel, bringing knowledge and support about auto insurance, employer, short and long-term disability, personal injury claims, and much, much more. The quality of medical services received after a traffic collision plays a major role in the outcome of recovery. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, no longer allows for health care policy limits. However, there are still common concerns people injured in a car accident must face. Let's talk about it today. With 24 states refusing Obamacare, elected officials are leaving their constituents out in the cold if an unforeseen event occurs, including a car accident. When the people who are supposed to be looking out for your best interest makes decisions that make life more difficult than necessary, perhaps it is time to evaluate whether these are the people you want representing you. In my opinion, regardless of the obstacles placed in your way to vote in 2014 midterm elections, in order to protect you, your family, along with the citizens of your state, it is critical to find a way to vote. If you are one of the fortunate people in our country that has medical coverage, this will be a blessing if involved in an auto accident. Being able to receive immediate care can reduce recovery time, in many cases help with understanding a diagnosis, and provide a way to receive regular medical services when needed. However, in most cases, the insured or sick individuals must pay a portion for their visits, and if seriously injured, this can add up quickly. Therefore, ask questions regarding any medical services required and evaluate all alternatives, the cost to insurance companies and the cost to you. Don't be afraid to ask about the charges. Believe me, everyone else in this equation is watching their bottom dollar, and so should you. This is your right, and being the last to know certainly does not work on your behalf from my experience. When the attending medical professionals specializes in your injuries, they typically will be able to be up on the latest developments and more likely have seen your condition on multiple occasions. In any situation involving your health, recognize that you are responsible for making the final decision. The advice often received presents the best scenarios, yet the final decision is always yours. Again, be your best advocate. When it comes down to it, you will be the person living with the consequences, and when you run out of money to pay your percentage of the health costs, they will not take care of you for free, no matter how much you've already paid them. So educate yourself on balancing health versus cost. If you are without auto and health insurance coverage, this might be a long road to recovery. Most are able to eventually find help, but it's typically at a higher cost, and these charges are placed as a lien on the auto accident claim, along with other expenses. Sometimes this also limits available medical services and the quality of care. However, some of the best care I've received has been services from community care centers. Try to find medical assistance on your own in order to ensure it is in your best of interest. Make the decision not necessarily by location, but by those who are interested in your care and skilled at their craft. And if uninsured, when the opportunity to sign up for Obamacare arises, make sure to do so. There is nothing worse than being in a position where you desperately need help and cannot obtain the care. Therefore, think about the medical strategy to take on this journey. Some research must be done even in your current state of injury. If a friend or family member can assist with medical research along the way, this provides great support, so make sure to ask. If no support or you wish to do it, take your time and don't wear yourself out. Through the research process, trust intuition in the circumstances, along with factual information regarding medical condition. Ask professionals helping with your recovery questions. Remember, the decisions made are what you will have to live with, perhaps, for quite some time. Today we'll spend our time talking about medical services you might encounter after a car crash, understanding your rights and responsibilities, developing a medical team that works for you, getting through the pain and suffering, appreciating those who've helped you through the process. Place your comments and questions on Twitter, #ESTRA's Radio Show, or Talking About You with Estra on Facebook. I'm listening to what you have to say about your car accident experiences. As a patient, it is your responsibility to communicate injury symptoms with medical professionals and continue with recovery. Let caregivers know what works best for you, problems that arise, and how they can be of assistance. Don't be shy. Ask questions, share concerns, and realize it is okay to disagree and look for solutions that you can live with. Remember, this is about improving your life and getting better. If anyone has a right to speak up, it is indeed you. Health professionals do not know everything. In fact, there are some things that are unique to you. This is why teamwork is so important in this relationship. Mutual respect can go a long way in allowing both a medical team to help resolve injuries and your participation as an important member of this team. To be effective, everyone's important to this equation must be involved. It makes it easier to achieve the goal of recovery. This can sometimes be hindered when outside forces such as auto insurance companies or employers get involved in your care due to emphasis placed upon them saving money than you getting well. Therefore, if able to have treatment, then do recovery, and lastly deal with auto insurance and employer benefits. This might also speed up getting you back on track. In my opinion, contrary to what some may believe, a complete quick recovery is in their best interest. Stereotypically, ideas that patients enjoy pain and suffering must have been invented by someone who thinks oppressing the sick and injured could significantly decrease their overall cost. However, just the opposite occurs because everyone loses. Costs do increase over the long run, along with individual productivity. This is one reason to build up your personal savings, although I do understand that this is a difficulty when you have 30 years of wage stagnation. On the other side, you do have a right to be informed about your condition. A diagnosis, a prognosis, which some physicians prefer not to say, and personally I can understand this one, although at times I've not liked it. However, the internet can fill in the gaps with research. It is important to get a copy of your written medical records. Make sure what you are being told is what is being written and that you are understanding your condition. This is where communication styles are so important. By being cared for by someone who understands your personality, social economic background, and culture makes a big difference on their perception and, in my opinion, your care. From my experience, reading medical records gives insights into not only who you are viewed as, but also a medical professional's life views. So, in summary, understanding your rights and responsibilities help you to do your part in the recovery process, helps set expectations in building relationship with medical professionals, and helps target your way back to recovery.